Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about an important topic for those who are interested in buying a property in Spain and are non-residents. The mortgage is a crucial part of the property buying process, and there are many things to consider when taking out a mortgage in Spain as a non-resident. First, I want to clarify that although there are many banks in Spain, not all of them have a mortgage for non-residents. And those who do have it, their economic requirements are different from those of resident clients. Let's see the general online requirements of banks in Spain to grant a mortgage to non-residents. It basically includes having a stable income, good credit history, and significant income or savings. Point 1. The ability to pay. Normally, a maximum indebtedness of the client is authorized of 40% of their net income after paying taxes and discounting other loans or mortgages that they may have previously. But this is the maximum. Some banks set 35 and even 30%. For example, a salary of €5,000 net per month will allow us a maximum mortgage payment of €2,000. But if we are already paying a loan, another mortgage of €800, they are subtracted from the maximum indebtedness and will allow us a maximum installment of our mortgage of €1,200. Point 2. The term of payment. The maximum term for mortgages in Spain ranges from 30 to 40 years. But it depends on different banks. The most usual being 30-year mortgages. Most banks establish the maximum term of years for a mortgage, making a very simple calculation. 75 minus the age of the mortgage holder. In the case of two holders, some banks take into account the age of the youngest and others the oldest. For example, if we are 38 years old, the maximum mortgage would be 75 minus 38 equal to 37 years. And as I said, most banks have a maximum of 30 years. It would adjust the term to a maximum of 30 years of mortgage. Point 3. The percentage of financing. What is known in banks as loan to value is the maximum percentage of money that they lend you based on the value of the property you want to buy. Currently, for non-resident customers, this value is normally 70% of the purchase price. May in some exceptional cases for certain clients reach 75, even 80%. We will stay with the maximum 70%, which is what is achieved 99% of the time. Point 4. Valuation of the property. It is important to differentiate between the purchase price, which is the price we will pay for the property, and the appraisal value, which is the value given to the property by an appraisal company. Taking this difference into account, banks establish the maximum amount of money to lend at 70% of the purchase price, respecting not to exceed 80% of the appraised value. For example, if we buy a house for €300,000, the maximum mortgage would be €210,000. As long as the appraisal value of the property is at least €240,000. But if the house is valued at €500,000, will they give me more money? Well, no, since the maximum is 70% of the purchase price, which we have agreed with the seller at €300,000. I always recommend carrying out an appraisal of the property value, contracting directly with an appraisal company approved by the Bank of Spain. In this way, the appraisal value report will be ours, and with that report, we will be able to present our mortgage application in many banks at the same time, and thus we will pay only once for the appraisal. Since Law May 2019 in Spain so establishes, all banks will have to validate the appraisal at no cost. Point 5. Type of mortgages and interest. Currently, there are different types of mortgage, and each bank offers a different interest rate. In the variable mortgage, the fee is the sum of a percent offered by the bank plus the value of a variable financial index, such as the Euribor. For example, they can offer us a variable mortgage whose interest is 0.5% plus Euribor. And it works as follows. the bank checks the Euribor that is officially published. For example, if the Euribor is worth 1.20, we would pay 1.20 plus 0.5%. A total of 1.7%. This value will be maintained by the bank for 6 months. Then it will be reviewed again with respect to how much the Euribor has varied and will be fixed again for 6 months. In this link you can see the evolution of the Euribor in the last 20 years. In the opposite situation, we have the fixed mortgage, where the interest offered by the bank remains fixed throughout the term of the loan and does not vary. This will give us the assurance that we will always pay the same fee. Of course, the interest rate that in February 2023 is being offered for fixed mortgages is between 2.5% and 4%, dependent on banks. At an intermediate point are the mixed mortgages, which combine the aspects of the variable mortgage and the fixed mortgage. They work as follows. They set us a few years, always initial, at a fixed rate of around 2% and 3% for approximately 10 years, and the last few years at a variable rate of around 0.5% plus Euribor. Point 6. Contribution of personal money. As we have said, the usual thing is that banks lend up to 70% of the purchase price. In our example of 300,000 euros, we would obtain a mortgage of 210,000 euros. So they are going to ask us to justify that we have the remaining 30% of the money and the money for expenses. I talked about this point of expenses in my previous video that I leave the link here. As an example, we count that the expenses will be 11% of the purchase price. So, we need to show that we have savings or family help to contribute 90,000 euro plus 33,000 euros of expenses. Point 7. Mortgage application process. The different banks will ask us for basic documentation for the study, ID, employment history, employment contract, last salary receipts, last income statement, credit report, receipts of loans that we have, mail and telephone. Also information about the property. Although we have not yet chosen it, we can give a desired purchase price and the town where we intend to buy. It is highly recommended that you hire a mortgage specialist to be advised throughout the process and to be able to have many different bank options and thus get the best option for our profile. For this I recommend the financial intermediation service, which in Spain is called broker. Currently there are all kinds of them on internet portals, but according to my experience, the internet ratings and the recommendations of many professionals, the best one is Helloteca. It is an online company that is in charge of absolutely all the management. In the next video I will explain all the documentation that the bank will give us regarding the mortgage that they offer us, and we will review all the points to take into account to know the differences if the offer is really the best that we want to have. That's all for today. I hope this video has been useful and has given you a clear idea of what to expect when taking out a mortgage in Spain as a non-resident. If you can like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you can see the new updates, and see you in the next video.